Okay, for the record, as of recording this, I have not seen the film. Um, I'm thinking of getting a physical copy of it at some point, or maybe I'll just watch it online somewhere, because fuck it. Um, but I kind of just want to talk about the reaction that this film has apparently been getting, which is called Citizen Vigilante, which is funny from some of the people I have seen commenting on it, the usual ones anyway. Um, that wasn't even originally what it was going to be called. Apparently, it was. I think someone working on the film said at one point they were kind of called The Dark Knight, allegedly, but then changed it. I just assumed the title was I don't know, a reference to Citizen Kane or something, like it was kind of like a wordplay or whatever. I don't know. I can be dumb like that, but Citizen Vigilante, a uh, okay, I'm pretty sure I saw Chris Gore call this an exploitative vigilante film. I mean, you won't really get much complaining from me. I at least found it an interesting idea. Also, it sounds like Uwe Boll was trying to do something that wasn't. I'm not even sure what the term would be, but like I think like it was kind of like with the guy who made the Joker, where he's like, you can't even do comedy now because they'll cancel you, which yeah, pretty accurate. And Uwe Boll, I guess, was interviewed by Midnight Tights or whatever, and or Midnight Edge or whatever the fuck they're called. One of them is a host who sounds like he can't pronounce words properly sometimes without sounding like he's uh, passing a turd. I guess I don't know I don't know how to describe it, but fuck it. And then after this film was in the midst of being released and people learned what it was about, the other usual suspects, the usual fuckbags, the cockbites, who you can almost guarantee are likely to say and do dumb things, were immediately butthurt. And then apparently this film has been banned. I think Germany was one, which is a little fitting given the plot of this film. And if I should probably stress this, it's about a vigilante who goes after migrants who are criminals, basically, who have attacked a woman, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna take you all out." Because I can't remember. Like again, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not too familiar with the plot. I only know what I've heard. He either knew this woman or he just learned she was attacked, and she told him what happened, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna take these guys out." And why I say it's funny that it's been or thing that's been banned in Germany is because if you want to get technical, the German assholes are the ones who started this migrant problem to a degree. When Angela Merkel, the Duchess of Teen of our Earth, let those assholes in, and they did some very unfortunate things on New Year's Day. And then after it happened, the press waited a full year before ever reporting on it. Yeah. If you really want to vomit and lose some weight, I guess look up the things that have been happening in Europe and Britain. Hell, there was a little investigation report not that long ago about all the things that have been happening with migrants in the UK. Turns out it went back further than I suspected, or any of us could have fathomed. It went back to the fucking 40s, to a point you could compare it to the struggle snuggle of Berlin. Let's put it that way. I guess I'll have to be careful about how I word some things here. And also the other usual suspects, like a certain scumbag named Hassan Piker, are deny, and so forth. Well, so the idea of this film being banned in Germany is funny, but also it's just like, okay, what do you think that you think this makes you look good? Like, no attempt at censorship makes you look good ever. Because let's see, you tried censoring the Joker, that didn't work. You tried censoring, or actually, you didn't try censoring. You tried to enforce a boycott based on lies. I'm pretty sure these people tried to start a boycott of Sonic. Like, seriously, how dare you disrespect the patron saint of autists? Fuck you. Um, God, there have been so many times they've done this, actually, I've lost count. I mean, I'm pretty sure they tried to do this when Death Wish was getting a remake with Bruce Willis. How do you feel about that film? And it's done the whole Streisand effect, where it's doing the opposite of what they intended. And I just kind of look at this like, okay, you've already had the left wing version of it. Because I remember Chris Gore, his co host, actually compared this to. He actually called it the right wing equivalent of Battle After Battle or Fight After Fight, whatever the fuck that gay ass film was that DiCaprio and Sean Penn's worthless ass was in. Um, that the usual whores were crowing about and jerking themselves out to completion, like I'm assuming Jeff Keighley will be doing with Mixtape. Uh, and if that is true, then I have to ask, why is this film not okay, but that one? Because I went online to read some of the plot for Fight After Fight or whatever that film was called, just to see if I maybe was misunderstanding something. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not even settled with what it's about, or politically, or at least battle after battle. Admittedly, Citizen Vigilante may not be as on the nose. I mean, from what I've heard, it sounds like it's up pretty fucking on the nose. Like Mike Tyson couldn't be any harder on the nose. But oh, unless he's fighting Jake Paul. But I'm just like, okay, what makes you think this is okay, but that's not? What? Why is this? Why is your propaganda tolerable, but someone else's alleged propaganda? And also, these migrant assholes who came from a bunch of different places. I'm not even going to pretend to know all the specifics. I'm not even going to pretend to know what's what. But from a bunch of places, Pakistan, Syria, some other places that involve that shithole known as India, and the Indians who take offense to that who are from there, I regret nothing. You people fling poo at each other for for a celebration. You blow me. Um,
In which case, fuck it. If I'm going down in style. Hig!
No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me!
So they come from all these places, do all these horrible things to women, and you thought some guy might not think, hey, this would be a good backdrop for a Death Wish style film. Hell, this is not. I wouldn't even call this a full on Death Wish film because Death Wish was about a guy set off by someone he knew personally, his family being attacked, his daughter being left catatonic. Um, So the fact that something like this happened is not surprising. I mean, how many films have we been subjected to where the Nazis are the bad guy, but not the commies? I mean, we had lots of films in we've had lots of films about the war in Iraq and Afghanistan. We had one about I think it was Zero Dark 30, the operation to capture or kill Bin Laden, which uh, well, the latter was at least successful. Assuming the whole he was already dying and going through chemo by the time we got there, or whatever the joke was. But so why is this not okay, but everything else is? Like, I just think this is stupid. Um, and the usual people bitching about this, acting like this is going to be a battle cry that's going to cause no, 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 it's not. No, it's not. If something like this was capable of causing violence, there'd be a lot more violence happening in the world because we've had a metric fuck ton of violent films and video games over the decades. Never mind the fact the left loves making films about violence and usually directing them towards some guy who's either a hypocrite, religious nut job, or I don't know, conservative, whatever the fuck. Um, In fact, one of their buddies actually left someone with a giant gaping hole in his neck and also tried taking a shot at the commander in Cheeto. So I don't think the leftists have much room to complain here or talk about morality, considering they gaslight for years. Um, if there is going to be a rallying cry that makes people become anti-migrant, it's not this film. It's not going to be a fucking Uwe Bull film, which also I forgot to I can't remember if I mentioned that, but yeah, an Uwe Bull film starring Armie Hammer, which I was surprised to find out he still gets work. Uh, feel about him however you like. I really don't give a shit. Uwe Bull I find a little amusing though, because he makes schlock. God bless him. And he also boxed critics. The only downside was he didn't box Red Letter Media. That would have made it just chef's kiss. But I highly doubt an Uwe fucking Bull film is going to be the thing that makes people snap and go around using certain brown people for marksmanship practice. That's about all I can really say on that. Is like, I highly doubt that's going to happen. And if it does, somehow I doubt the film is the main reason why it happened. It's probably we've reached a boiling point. Actually, no, better yet. Europe has been a powder keg for a while with the migrant crisis, and that powder keg has been getting worse and worse, and it was bound to go kaboom one day. Only this time the kaboom didn't involve a ticking clock on a visitor, or on the visitor's chest anyway. So yeah, no, this is stupid. This film being another tart of what sounds like another moral panic by a bunch of busybody Reddit-tard nutjob fagaloons, is par for the course, but I just think it's really dumb how they always do this. You can always tell what kind of people are mad about it, because usually their arguments will boil down to this is racist, this is fascist, this is not, this is blah blah. The guy making this is clearly a rightist. Only rightists are gonna like this. Well, we'll see. I have a feeling this film is gonna suffer the same scrutiny as Sound of Freedom, which still was a weird choice of a title. Seriously, when I first heard that, I assumed it was a I don't know black movement film about Martin Luther King or some shit. Anyway, I do like Chris Gore said he believes that will happen as after this film comes out, and I'm guessing it already is because I did try reading some reviews the first day I heard about it. There was only one I was seeing, and this is stupid. This is so fucking stupid. If it is okay for there to be a communist propaganda film with a high-grossing actor, also a bit overrated. Why is it not fine for the opposite side to do the same? The only difference is that actor, it has been, for lack of a better term, shit-canned by Hollywood over what may have likely been lies or text taken out of context because, I don't know, he was sending some text to someone and they got mad at him and it was taken like, or whatever the fuck. Like, Armie Hammer can be a douchebag, but yeah, no. Fuck that. I'm still kind of annoyed with him because of the Stan Lee crap with some of the dumb shit he said, but yeah, no. Fuck it. And back to my main point, like, why is this not acceptable, but all the other bullshit we've been subjected to for God knows how long is acceptable? Because I'm pretty sure there have been plenty of blaxploitation films and films in general by the left that have demonized whitey unapologetically. Hell, you've given work to some bitch in video games constantly who the first time I ever remember seeing her was in Wolfenstein Colossus or something Colossus, where she played a black revolutionary wannabe who, yeah, was very annoying. Very insufferable. And I'm sad there wasn't an option to shoot her when I was playing it. Because every time she's on screen, I see nothing. I don't see much difference between the characters she plays. They all sound the same. But hey, it's better than all looking the same, right? So yeah, no, the candy ass is bitching about this. You're idiots, as usual. And you've proven it time and time again. It's kind of sad how you never leer. And if this film does blow up figuratively in terms of making money, or at the very least people like it because, I don't know, maybe it resonates with them, and you're mad that it did even more than it probably would have, if you want someone to blame, look the man in the mirror. And I have nothing really else to add to that. Have a nice day. Yemo hit and all that.
Stores looted, people stampeded, and cattle raped. Now the time has come to act, and act fast. I'm leaving.
Need a new desk.